Hello and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Rich and Camus, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Camus' ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and the motivations we give the dogs while we're working with them, and the training equipment we're using. Rich is using a regular flat 6-foot training leash, and he's going to keep most of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, and that leaves the left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is just a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Camus has been fitted with his very own personal training collar, and we'll go over how to put that on and off of him and how to use it when you receive your one-on-one lesson when he graduates. You'll notice that Camus is seated nicely on Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. The first command that we'll demonstrate for you today is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and you're going to say Camus heel and just start walking.
Camus heel.
And they take off heeling now. Proper heeling is for Camus to be on your left walking at your pace, so he should not be lagging behind or pulling forward. If he does pull forward, the correction is no heel, and you're going to give a tug and release on that training collar. And incorporated into the heel exercise is an automatic sit, so anytime you stop walking, Camus should sit nicely on your left waiting for his next command. If he does not sit automatically, the correction is no sit, and you're going to give a tug and release on the training collar. Nice automatic sit. The next command we'll show you is the stay command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm
Stay.
and the one-word firm command to stay. When you first start practicing this, you're going to want to stand relatively close to Camus and make the stays short, but build up his ability to stay for longer periods of time and at greater distances. When Rich returns back to Camus, he's going to walk all the way around, and he should remain seated until he receives praise or another command. Very good job. And we'll run through the heel, the sit, and the stay again for you. As you make your turns, he should turn with you. If he doesn't, remember, use your training equipment. Give a tug and release and say no heel, and make sure he's right there at your left side.
Stay.
Rich is going to leave him in another sit, stay. And this time we're going to demonstrate the come, or the recall.
Camus, come.
The command is Camus, come. And he comes in, and we've trained him to sit nicely right in front, and then return back to heel position. Beautifully done. We train the dogs to come in and sit when we call them, and that prevents them coming in from jumping up on you. So when you call Camus, make sure you make him sit right in front of you. Nice automatic sit.
Stay.
Leave him in another stay. Again, the command is Camus, come. Make him sit right in front. You'll see that he sort of wasn't going to sit there, so Rich gave him a slight tug and release on the training collar and reminded him. The next command that we'll demonstrate is the down command. You always want to have Camus seated first, and then you're going to use the open flat of your left palm straight down towards the ground,
Down.
and the one-word firm command to down. Perfectly
Stay.
done. As with the sit stays, make your down stays relatively short. You might have to stand very close to him in the beginning, but build up his ability to stay for longer periods of time. When Rich returns back, he's going to walk all the way around, and Camus should remain lying down until he receives praise or another command. Very nicely done.
Camus heel.
You want to incorporate all of these new commands into your daily life, but we also recommend that you set aside about 10 to 15 minutes a day to run through the commands in a formal session such as this video. It will help keep the commands fresh and keep Camus responding to you. If there's a time of day where Camus is especially excitable, that's when you're going to want to put your equipment on and run through the commands.
Camus, come.
Very nicely done. And then back to heel position. Perfect. Obedience training will tire him out quicker than physical exercise, so try to keep that in mind. If he's very excitable and you need him to calm down, put the equipment on and run through the commands.
Stay.
The last command we're going to demonstrate is down from a distance. When you practice down from a distance, you leave Camus in a sit stay. This time you're going to use your right hand to give him the down command from the end of the training leash. Very nicely done. These are all the formal obedience commands that Camus has learned while he's been away at school. He's done such a great job. He's come such a long way since he first got here. We ask that you keep us posted on his progress once he returns back home to you, and call us with any questions or to schedule your follow-up lesson. Thank you so much for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainers.